Some people think that power corrupts. Power does not corrupt. Power only reveals. All power does is allow people to be who they really are without any fear of accountability, reprisal, or violence. Hey, I'm Blair Black. I'm a psychopath. And this is the Psychopath's Guide to Enlightenment. And today, I would like to talk about power, or more specifically, the revealing nature of power. Power does not corrupt you or make you virtuous. Power simply exposes your corruption or your virtue. And power has exposed the corrupt hearts of many of our fellow men. Now, if you're wondering in your life who might fuck me over should they get a little bit of power, look no further than the weakest ones you know. Because it's not power that corrupts, it's actually weakness that corrupts. And the weak, despite their often pitiful and innocent facades, lust for power as a way to compensate for their mediocrity and failure. The weak feel oppressed, overpowered, threatened, and cosmically wronged by life. And they seek retribution for it, which is why nature has not ordained them for power. There's no mandate in nature for leadership by the weak. There's no species where the weakest leads. Power is meant to be taken, not given, and because of that, the weak are unable to obtain power through natural means. So if you don't hand power to them, they'll never have it, which is, God's plan. But ever since we escaped nature and killed God, our arrogance and our hubris has grown to the point that we now think we know better than nature. And in today's world, we pass power around like it's the fucking Olympic torch. And the weak, they lay in wait, just waiting for the time that we might fuck up and hand power to them. Which is why so very often that when a weak person is given power of attorney or made an executor of an estate or a coach or a judge or a teacher or an HOA board member or, God forbid, a cop or some type of a politician, that power reveals their true hidden tyrannical nature. Evil, it really does exist in the world, and it exists in the most banal and insignificant places and in the weakest and most pathetic people. Tyrants, authoritarians, and dictators, they walk among us, hidden in plain sight. They're like fucking sleeper agents, just waiting for an unnatural shift in power to go their way. And once the weak are sure that you can't punch back, well, that's when their assault begins. Power didn't corrupt them, it just allowed them to be the tyrant they've always been, but never had the power to actually be. And by removing the restrictions that nature has erected to keep them in their place, they're free to be as vile as they really are. Weak leadership creates hard times, and hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times, and good times create weak men. And now those weak men have been passed the torch of power through democracy, monarchy, money, equality, diversity, inclusion, etc. And they are once again creating hard times for us all. Hey, if you like that, you're probably gonna like this too. My new book, A Psychopath's Guide to Enlightenment. It's a modern philosophical masterpiece for the price of a t-shirt. Being a psychopath has allowed me to look at life without a lot of emotion, which has allowed me to see through the bullshit, which clouds the vision of so many well-intended and sane people. Luckily, I have no such problem, so I have decided for money to share the insight of my insanity with you. And it's all here in my new book, A Psychopath's Guide to Enlightenment by me, Blair Black, and it's available only at my website, a psychopathsguidetoenlightenment.com.